What's up, YouTube family? It's your boy, Mr. Knock One Down. Hey, about a week ago, I did a video on replacing the water heater. Well, on yesterday, my son came in and said that when he turned his hot water on, it was, the pressure was low, whatnot. And so I came back up in the attic. Everything was fine with the one I installed, but the one that I didn't mess with, the pilot was out. So I tried to start it and read the instructions and everything, and listened on the water heater. Couldn't get the pilot to light. So upon doing some research, I found out that it may be the thermocoupling. So I went out this morning and purchased a thermocoupling, and today that's what we'll be working on. I'll be showing you a video on how to replace that thermocoupling, and also how to sweat on or solder on shut-off valve. I noticed that the one that was on here previously, it just turns to infinity, and so they kind of had me kind of bamboozled there for about an extra hour because water kept draining out the pipe. And when I finally went and put my hand on it, it was cold water. So they told me at that time that valve was bad. So they have a screw turn on there. I'm gonna put a ball valve on it. So y'all stick around and maybe you guys learn something from this. That's the old connection up there. I'm gonna replace it with this one here. It's 3/4 inch line. This is what we'll be replacing. This copper line is the thermal power, and it's a screw here and a screw over here that I'll have to take off and pull this burner out. As you can see, I already got the gas off. So there's a nut here to unscrew this. I have to unscrew this line and that line, and then just disconnect the pilot like so, and take this whole thing out. I'll take this whole deal out here and replace this, put it back together, and hopefully we get this water heater going. What was kind of strange to me when I replaced this water heater here, when I removed that cover on the old one, it was all rusted down here. Both of them were put in at the same time. I don't know why that one rusted out before this one, but it did. I don't know if it's because the water comes in mainly on this one on the right, and then it feeds into this one. I don't know if that had anything to do with it rusting out first, but both of them was installed at the same time back in '07, so I don't know. That kind of puzzles me on why that one rusted out before the second one. But anyway, if you guys may have a better understanding than me, leave it in the comment section, and that way you'll be educating me on something I didn't know. All right, I got this disconnected from the water heater, so we can go ahead and sweat this joint here. that leg off. Now we just need to get the other one off. Get the fire back started. There we go. Got the old valve off. As you can see on the inside, I was messed up. I just turn and turn and turn. Guess the deal had come loose inside. Well, I ain't gonna pass. So now I gotta clean these joints here, clean them up real good. Solder, so it'll solder back. But you gotta clean that good inside and out. I gotta go back downstairs and get the little scraper that goes inside, because you gotta clean the inside of that pipe just as well as you do the outside. If not, it's not gonna solder. I'm gonna go ahead and clean the inside of this line here. You can pick these little deals up from Lowe's, any big box store. You can order it off Amazon. Trying to solder. I was changing out a faucet, bathroom faucet, in the top shelf and tower from a dual knob to a single knob one time. And I didn't clean the inside of this pipe. And man, that solder, all it did was bubble up. Even though you soldering on the outside, there's still a connection on there. On the inside, it would not bubble. It wouldn't run in the inside and solder that line, nor on the outside, because of the inside was dirty. So you gotta always make sure you do your due diligence when you soldering copper lines. Still got my gloves on because the pipe is still warm. If you're wondering where I picked this up from, you can get this from Harbor Freight, about $21, $22. Put it on any propane tank. And it's an electric torch, so you don't have to buy those little bottles. You just buy that if you an outdoorsman and you got tanks around, and you don't have to go buy an additional tank just to go on their head. You already got them because you got little heaters or whatnot. They take those little propane tanks or a little cooker or something like that. Good to go then. I'm just gonna continue to clean this other one. I won't bore y'all with that. I just put my flux on the lines. This was gonna help that solder adhere. So it got a little brush, you just wipe it on inside and out before you put your connector on there. Not quite ready. Alright guys, I got one end of that joint soldered, so I wanted to move that cutoff valve back some, so I had to go get a piece of copper and solder it up. So I got one end of that valve soldered. Now I'm going to solder this piece of copper on the other end. Trying my best to stay off of that valve. I don't want to damage it. There you see it, all soldered up. I'll get you a better view of it. It's not the prettiest, but as long as it's effective, that's all I'm worried about. Trying to do the best I can up in this attic. There you go. I thought it should. But I'll let it cool and I'll check it. Kind of hard for me to run this wire with my left hand. There you have it, people. Soldering copper pipe 101. Yours truly, DIY. So we gonna let this cool. Oops. Like I said earlier, it's all soldered up. Might not be the prettiest, but as long as it holds. I have my son to go turn it on once I connect it back and let it cool down, and we'll see. But this attic will make you lose 10 pounds. It's hard for you to see it, but I'm sweating like the next little pig in line. Even my hands sweating. Coveralls wet. It's soaking wet. I'm going to put these outside and let them dry out before I throw them in the washer. I don't know if I need to let them dry out or throw them right in there and let them go ahead and wash. Y'all tell me.